What up, bitches? It's the MisanthropikOne, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album, Wale's sophomore album called Ambition. I'm gonna skip the history lesson with Wale. If you wanna check for a history lesson, go check my last review of his debut album called Attention Deficit. Go look for that. Only thing different that I will say that has happened between Attention Deficit and this album is he got signed to Maybach Music Group, and that is a record label founded by Rick Ross. And my thoughts on that, I thought it was a good move for Wale because he had a strong buzz when he was coming up in the mixtape scene. His debut album was pretty decent. I liked it, and this will only propel him more into the mainstream and give him the shine that I think he deserves. And prior to this album, I was just afraid that he would go so far into the mainstream and become just a total commercial rapper. And I'm glad after listening to this album that did not happen. I'm gonna get right into the producers that helped put this album together. You got Tone P, Mark Henry, Toomp, who I'm assuming is DJ Toomp, Jaron Howard, Core, Cloud Eater. That's a dope fucking name, by the way, Cloud Eater. Deputy, Diplo, T-Minus, The Business, and Lex Luger, who produces a lot of shit for Waka Flocka Flame. So those are the producers that helped put this album together. And let me mention the features that are on this album. You have Miguel, you got Kid Cudi, Lloyd, Big Sean, Meek Mill, Rick Ross, Neo, and I hate saying this guy's name because I don't know how to say it. Is it Jeremy? It's spelled Jeremih. So someone down there tell me how to pronounce that shit because I don't know how to fucking say it. But those are the features on this album. What I could say about production is I wish that the Justice League were on here because it's never really a Maybach Music album without the Justice League really having a presence on the album. Production for the most part was good because it a lot of the songs on this album emulated that whole, I want to say not classical, but that whole epic feel. Not epic as in 300 warrior type epic, but like classical music type. I don't know how to explain it. Just listen to like the Teflon Don by Rick Ross or even Deeper Than Rap, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. how they use a lot of the nice piano sounds, and it sounds like you're actually listening to the soundtrack of a fucking movie with these beats. So a lot of those producers did their thing with trying to give Wale that sound. And like I said, I just wish Justice League had more of a presence on this album, or had at least a presence on the album. The features, they did their thing on here. They served their purpose. But you know that you obviously know that where there's R&B singers, that is meant for it to be some chick song, like what is it? The one with Miguel, Lotus Flower Bomb, or Neo. Obviously, that's gonna be a song about chicks. So, for the most part, it wasn't too overwhelming with the features. Let me just put it that way. The thing that I like the most about this album is the fact that he sort of sounds like his favorite MC, who he claims is Black Thought from the Roots. And you could definitely hear that influence on a lot of these songs, and he drags you in, especially with these first four songs: Don't Hold Your Applause, Double M, Genius, Miami Nights, and Legendary. I mean, you could hear how he sort of learned from Black Thought. He has that whole that flow, the enunciation, everything's there, and it reminded me of Black Thought. So I'm like, oh shit, you know, like definitely more than his last album, I should say. And just the fact that he cited Black Thought as a influence years ago made me really interested in this dude. And he was featured on I forget which Roots album. It was one of their latest albums that came out like a few years ago. Not the one that came out last year. I think it was the one before it. But yeah, he kind of reminds me of Black Thought, like even with the raspiness in his voice too, down to the raspiness in his voice. Then we come to track 5, Lotus Flower Bomb, featuring Miguel, which I talked about earlier. It's a song dedicated to women, doesn't come off corny. He's spitting just crazy bars, and of course you got the hook by Miguel to reel in the fucking bitches and shit. But I like the way he comes off. He doesn't come off too sappy. So Wale, I give you credit for that on the Lotus Flower Bomb joint. That shit was ill. It even impressed me because I don't like a lot of fucking chick songs. I'm gonna move forward to track 6, Chain Music. Fucking dope song. Even though I don't really care for the production, it seemed kind of simple on that track, but I love the fucking concept of the song. Basically, Wale is talking about how stupid bitches won't pay attention to you unless you're shining, unless you got chains or bling on or whatever. And it's dope. I love the concept. I love how he even breaks it down and makes a simplistic fucking chorus to dumb it down for some of you bitches out there, so you can see what you do to some of us dudes. But that's one of my favorite tracks lyrically, despite the production on there. I felt the production was kind of weak on that track. Track 7, Focus, featuring Kid Cudi. Kind of one of the tracks that I could do without on this album. I love both artists. I just don't think that they meshed well together on that track. It just, I don't know. It didn't sit right with me, even with the production too. Like I said, how this started off so high energy, and you get to this track, it just seemed like it would fit on a Kid Cudi album. Kid Cudi got his own thing and Wale got his own thing, and it just didn't sit right with me. That's just my opinion. I love both of them, but alright, track 8, Sabotage featuring Lloyd. Again, you know that it's gonna be a chick song featuring Lloyd, but it works. Love the production on there. Love it sounds like live instrumentation on there. In fact, I think it might be. Hold on, let me check that out so I'm not giving y'all the wrong information. Well, doesn't say, but it's produced by Cloud Eater. Fucking ill. That track sounds like it will almost be like Jam Out by the Roots, and like I said, Wale kind of sounds like Black Thought going in. Lloyd does his thing on the hook. I honestly didn't think I would like that track, but I did. I'm gonna fast forward to track 10, Slight Work featuring Big Sean. Again, I think that this is one of the weaker tracks on this album. This is one of those tracks that is probably just made for the club. Does not fit the whole feel of this album. Beat wise, I would have definitely thrown this in the trash. Do not like this track at all. That is Slight Work featuring Big Sean. Don't like that shit at all. Alright. Track 13, No Days Off. And track 14, DC or Nothing. He definitely goes in on those tracks, especially DC or Nothing. That track is chock full of social commentary. He's like hitting you from all angles, a little bit of everything that's a detriment to society, and basically, I guess based on the title, it's an ode to where he's from, the DMV area, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia area. He's from the DC area, obviously, so I'm sure that my motherfuckers down there will appreciate that shit. So yeah, those are all the tracks I want to briefly go over. The rest you can listen to on your own. All in all, I want to say this album is very solid. The chick songs aren't too annoying, you know. Wale does his thing on there. Again, listen to it with an open mind. I know a lot of my subscribers don't really like the new school rappers or whatever, but yo, this shit was official. It's a solid listen to me. My rating of this album, I'll give it a 7.75 to an 8 out of 10. Shouts out to my nigga Wale. Shouts out to Maybach Music. Shouts out to Justice League, even though they weren't on the album and they should have been. And that's it. I really enjoyed this album. Thank you, Wale. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Stay tuned for more rants and reviews. But for now, leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. And that's it. Peace, bitches.